So if you are planning to come to this place, just you see Champions League, Premier League, Bundesliga, all these footballs that they are being played in Europe, just delete it from your mind. Hello guys, and welcome back to Aikman TV. This is a part 2 of my cultural shock video, things that I experienced in Australia that really threw me off. So sit back and enjoy. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So the first thing I want to talk about is the day and night problem. I call it the day and night problem, but I know there are better terms to define it. What I mean by this is that if you are in Australia, like if you are in Australia currently by this time, whenever it's let's say 5:30 p.m. getting to 6 p.m., everywhere starts getting dark. Like sometimes I'll be like, what the hell is happening? Everywhere is dark by 6 p.m. What is this? And the same thing happens like in the early hours, like maybe from after 5:30, sun has already started coming out. Like, guy, what is this now? The first time I came here, it was always so difficult for me because back in Nigeria, I enjoy sleeping like all this kind of 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., that kind of early morning sleep now. But it's not possible here because by 5 a.m., there's already sunlight. I mean, like daylight, sorry. Everywhere is so bright. So it's very, very annoying. Like, it's very, very annoying. So, but I actually heard that towards maybe summer is gonna change. So that means that from even 6 p.m. it's still gonna be daylight. Maybe 6:30, 7 p.m. it may still be daylight, and then in the morning maybe 5, 6 it's still gonna be like dark. So I'm really hoping for that time because local man cannot can. Yeah, so the second thing I want to talk about here is that everything is automated here. Like, you know how we do it in Nigeria, like maybe for example you go to a filling station, the fuel attendant will just fill your tank for you, stuff like that. But here, nothing. You don't see anybody. Anywhere you go, you don't see. There are cameras everywhere. Nobody is coming to check anything. If you go to the filling station, you just go and fill your car yourself. If maybe you are in a traffic now and the thing hasn't shown green and you pass, nobody is going to pursue you. Nobody is going to say, don't worry. No, nobody is going to do that. It's in your house. Your problem is waiting for you in your house. That's when they will bring your stuff for you because there is camera everywhere. So you really see people like maybe attending to someone. The only time you see that is maybe when you go to a supermarket or maybe you go to an eatery where someone actually has to maybe serve you, or maybe, in fact, some of the supermarkets we have here, like after buying, you have to go to, like, the platforms are also automated. Like you scan everything you bought and the thing gives you the price, you just pay and go. Nobody is there to watch you, nobody is there to do anything. Okay, you just have some few people like just who are at the back, maybe 1 or 2 security people, like that's all. You just do everything and go. And another thing is that it's like people are so honest here. Like, when we get into the buses, we just have to tap our cards on there is a little platform where we tap our cards, and when you want to go out, you also tap your card. When you tap your card, it debits you, like you are paying for your transport fare. Like sometimes the driver may not even be aware, but everybody keeps tapping their card. Like no one wants to cheat the system. I know that some people may have the intention of cheating the system, but when you come to this place and you see that everyone is just doing something right, so you will not be encouraged to do something wrong. Because when you just imagine coming into a bus filled with people and then you don't tap that stuff, everybody will just be looking at you like, guy, what is the problem? Nobody will actually say anything, but their eyes will tell you that, man, you really fucked up. So the next thing I want to talk about is that here the respect is top notch. Like the way they respect people here, even children. This one is not Nigeria where you tell your small child, hey, go and do this one for me, you'll be pointing. Children, they will not take it from you here. Like, you must respect everybody. You treat children like adults. You treat adults like adults. Like, you must respect everybody. That is just how the system is. Like, even the way you talk to someone, there's a way you can talk to someone and it will be considered rude. So these are things that are like so different, because back in Nigeria, without children, nobody who is gonna respect children. You when you want to send your child for anything, you just send him, go and do this, go and do this, go. But here, even to point and send a child to something is considered rude. Just imagine. So it's just a very, very different world here, you know. And these are things that really make me feel like, "Kai, where the hell am I? Like, can I even survive here?" Because all my life I've been like, doing things the Nigerian way. So now I have to unlearn a whole lot of things, you know, how to talk to people, how to write emails, a lot of things. You just have to respect people. That one is there. Yeah. So the next point I want to raise is that here, the punishment for a lot of all these petty mistakes and maybe stuffs is fine. Anything you do, fine. If you are living in a house and you maybe spoil something or something happened, you are going to pay fine. If you maybe run red light when it's green, I mean, it's still, the traffic is still red and you pass, fine. Anything you do here, fine. Every day, nobody is pursuing you, but fine. And that fine, you must pay it too. That's just the way it is. You must pay that fine. Another crazy thing here is the time difference, actually. Like, this place is where I am is currently 9 hours ahead of Nigeria. So if you are planning to come to this place, just, you see, Champions League, Premier League, Bundesliga, all these football that they are being played in Europe, just delete it from your mind. You know why we are able to enjoy those games is because Europe and Nigeria, we have a very close time zone. I think our time difference can just be GMT +1 or +2, maybe 1 or 2 hours. So if they are playing the ball, maybe let's say 8 p.m., we can watch it by 7 p.m. So it's not much of a difference. But in a place like this, if a match is going on by 7 p.m., just plus 9 hours, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. So you set alarm in the night. This is someone who has work in the morning, you know, and you overworked yourself the previous day. You're going to set alarm by 4 a.m. to come and watch match. Local man cannot can. You will not be able to do that though. Since I came here, I've not been able to watch match. And another problem is that even though this you have to subscribe to all these football channels online where you have to watch these matches, you know. So although the subscription is not a problem because the money to subscribe is not really that high, it's just like Netflix stuff, is not really that high. But the problem is the time. How can you wake up by 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. just come and watch match? No. And football is not really popular here. Like the one we are very familiar with, our soccer, is not really popular here. What's really popular here is the rugby. I'm not saying rugby is not a good sport, but I'm not really a fan of rugby. I prefer football. So it's very difficult for you to watch football if you are here, or maybe any of those sports we are familiar with in Nigeria, or maybe those sports that are being hosted in Europe or UK. Is very difficult because of the time difference. So the last thing I want to talk about is the shops here close very, very early. I don't know why it's like that. Like, offices close by 4 p.m. Then maybe before you know, shops will start closing 5 p.m., 6 p.m. By 7 p.m., nobody again. Unless you go to supermarkets, but you won't really see anybody. Everywhere will just be so cold. I don't know. That's how this particular city is. So I'm hoping that maybe other cities won't be like this. Maybe places like Sydney and, you know, other places. So that is just the entirety of the cultural shocks I have in Australia. So, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.